question to Eric. I mean, just talk about your perspective on your connection with him coming back.
I feel like he does a really good job of just giving me a window to throw the ball even when he's covered. What I mean by that is he just does a good job of adjusting late to the ball. I mean, there in our team period right there, I threw him a fade, RPO, and I threw it right when he hit his release, super early, and he knows that I'm throwing it early on that play, and so he just sets the DB up so well that I can just put the ball in the air and he's going to make it right. And so that's why it always kind of looks natural between us. Is just he has the ability to make the ball look right even when it's not. So guys like that, it's super easy to throw to. It makes it really easy on me. I just got to get the ball out early like Coach Dykes preaches and let those guys kind of adjust and make plays. That's what he does so well.
Josh, what was the offseason priority for you? If there was more than one, that's great. But, I mean, what was it? Hey, I'm going to get better at this.
I think just decision making and continuing to move forward in that area. I mean, the more you play, the more you learn, the more you see things. You notice looks, you notice what's about to happen, you understand what they're going to do to you. And so you just kind of keep developing in that area and making good decisions in the run game and the throw game and checking it down, throwing touchdowns and checking plays. Just as a quarterback, just evolving in my decision making and my maturity as a quarterback. I think I've taken really big strides in that area and looking forward to improving that for the next 3 weeks going into North Carolina.
Did you watch any Patriots film this summer?
yeah.
With the experience you've had, how different was this day one and how different are you as a quarterback going into this season now?
I mean, going out there today, I felt so much different than I did a year ago, 2 years ago. You know, thinking back on it, it's kind of funny. You know, just thinking about, you know, just what it used to be like, I guess. You know, when you're young, you don't really understand. You're just kind of out there. Things are just happening. I feel like now I have a lot more control over what's happening. And obviously there's things that happen you can't control, and you got to move on and keep moving on as a quarterback and do your job and stay level-headed. But I think just where we're at now as an offense, being in year 3 with Coach Bryles, it's just a totally different feel situation. They can kind of know what we're doing. And now it's just fine-tuning those details and just kind of keeping improving until week 1. And so, you know, I just based off what you said, I just feel super comfortable, super excited to be here, and glad to get started.
How much of a difference on that note did going through spring ball make in that regard, just with the mental aspect of it?
Yeah, it's big. Anytime you can get extra reps in spring, it's huge. You know, more reps, and you can focus on, you know, like I said, decision making and get those connections with the new guys coming out of the portal. And so it was really big this spring, being able to be there and get those reps and get those extra 15 practices. And I think it's made a big difference. Just noticing on day 1 today, I felt really comfortable. I thought I was really sharp. Saw some young guys make some really big plays, and then, you know, the guys we're going to need to count on, they were there when I needed them, so it's going to be good.
Would any young receivers kind of catch your attention or impress you with their work ethic over the summer?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think they did a great job recruiting young receivers. I think we're going to have good receivers here for a very long time. You know, I've talked about Dozie a lot. I think Dozie's a guy I really am counting on to be good for us this year. I expect him to have a big role, make a lot of plays, similar like Eric did last year. So I expect a lot from Dozie. I expect a lot from Ed Small, Dane Young. I mean, just Dane. There's a lot of guys, young guys, Jacoby. I mean, we just got a lot of young guys that are really, really talented players, and so I'm looking forward to see kind of who evolves in the next 3 weeks. You know, it's easy to kind of go out of the offseason and say, oh, this is who we think it's going to be, but a lot of times it's never people you think it's going to be. Guys evolve, guys get better, they show up week 1, and so it's all about being available, being healthy, and continuing to improve. So looking forward to seeing who kind of evolves over these next 3 weeks, and it's going to be a good year for us, and definitely lots of young talent, so it's exciting for me.
Coach Dykes talks about your growth as a quarterback, but he also talks about how well Ken's developed. How much has it helped you with someone like that pushing you every day in practice?
Oh, it's been great. Ken is super talented. You know, I've said this a lot, but I think Ken has some of the best arm talent that I've seen. I mean, not just like backup starter guys, just everybody. I mean, he's got a lot of arm talent. He's got a really good ability to be accurate at football, make good decisions, and so when you've got a guy like that in the room, it's always pushing me, like you said. And so it's definitely been really good for me, and I'm excited that he's here. He's been a great team guy, great guy in the quarterback room, and I think it's really important to have a good quarterback room. It kind of trickles down to the rest of the team, and this is the best quarterback room I've been a part of. I mean, everybody in there is just super selfless and wants to get better and wants to accept the role and do the best they can with their role and help the team. So when you've got a group like that, and Ken is kind of a leader in that room too, it's a big deal, and so super appreciative for Ken. And I can't say enough about how good a player he is, and he's a stud.
Coach Dak said there are up to 12 guys on the offensive line competing for starting positions. What are you seeing from your vantage point so far?
Yeah, I mean, similar to what Coach said, there's a lot of guys that have the potential to play. You know, it's just all about the next 3 weeks. I mean, some guys are going to show up, some guys aren't. So it's just part of it, part of the process, and looking forward to kind of, you know, who's going to take that next step. And we've got some young guys that have played some snaps and played well, but we just need more consistency out of them. And so looking forward to see who's going to kind of evolve like we've been talking about over these next couple of weeks, and it's going to be fun. You know, we've got some young guys like, you know, Ryan Hughes. He played last year, started at the end of the year, and was a good player. And, you know, Ben, looking forward to see when he can improve on and keep getting better. He's got all the ability, all the talent, and so I'm looking forward to seeing him. And then interior-wise, got a lot of talent in there, older guys who have played a lot of snaps, so I feel like really solid in there. But, you know, we've got some young tackles, and with Van Hoy, and there's a lot of guys that are young that have ability, and so I'm looking forward to see who kind of takes control.
And Colton back at center, how
Yeah.
is that you guys have such a great relationship? You've been roommates, obviously. Is that just add a level of comfort as you get started?
Yeah, I mean, I can say anything to him, and he can say anything to me. Nobody's gonna get mad. It's just whatever. I mean, he's got mad at me before, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. And so we have a great relationship, and it's really good when you have a relationship like that. You can just communicate, be honest, and do what you need to do.
This fall seems to be more business-like. Is that just kind of been the message in the locker room for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, you know, it's a business. I mean, this is a business, and I think everyone's starting to understand that. I mean, the more the money's getting involved, I think people understand that, hey, this isn't like just go happy-go-lucky and play football. You know, like this is the real deal. This is college football. It's what it's become, and so you either play well and you play well early, or you're not going to be here. And that's just kind of part of it. I mean, it's kind of what it's become, and you know, you don't have time anymore. You don't get to sit there and develop for 3 or 4 years. You have to be ready when you get here and compete early, or you're just not going to be a part of the team. And that's just kind of how college football is. It's so competitive now that that's just part of it. So it's business, and I think everybody here has a chip on their shoulder. I know I do, about having a great year and beating people in the Big 12. And so that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's what I'm excited about. And I think it just comes down to that.
Are you surprised at how quick things have changed in college football? I know that things are already kind of making a difference when you got here, but how quick everything is altered?
Yeah, it's changed so much. My first year, I don't think there's really anybody getting paid too much, you know, and so I know I wasn't. I mean, I was getting like a free lunch, but there wasn't many guys getting paid. And you look up 3 years later, and you know, this is what it is now. And so it's changed fast, and I think there's been good things and bad things come from it. I mean, it's just kind of part of life. There's always good things and bad things from things that happen, and you know, it's been interesting to kind of go through and see it all evolve. But I think college football is heading in the right direction with some of the changes we've made, and I think it's going to be good.
Did it change the culture in the locker room?
No, I mean, it's changed the future for a lot of guys. You know, I mean, you're giving guys an opportunity to have a head start on life. I mean, how many 20-year-old kids get to have, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank account by the time they graduate? I mean, most people have debt, right? So it's been, that's the way I see it. I think it's going to be great if guys can handle the money the right way, and you know, TCU is doing a good job of informing the guys on what to do with it, how to handle it, and if guys can do it the right way, they're going to have successful lives because of college football. So I think it's a good thing, and it's definitely been great.
You mentioned the chip on your shoulder that you guys have. You're a guy that very clearly does not care about the spotlight, but when you see all of these quarterbacks in the Big 12 being mentioned, and you're not among those by the national media, does that give you any extra motivation?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really know that. I mean, I don't really pay attention to stuff. I mean, I'm not really on social media. I just play football and do my thing off the field and hunt, fish, and just show up every day, try to get better. So, I mean, all I'm worried about is being the best I can be. You know, maximizing my potential, being the best quarterback I can be for TCU, and winning a Big 12 championship. So, at the end of the day, the people that write the articles don't get to play. You know, so it is what it is.
What's the biggest fish you caught this summer?
I caught an 8-pounder on Lake Ray Roberts.
Nice. Jake Plummer's 4-0 against Bill Belichick. Will you watch any of his tape?
I'll be honest, I didn't even hear what you said.
Jake Plummer, do you know that name?
Oh yeah, we
Take the
watched.
snake.
Yeah, he's 4-0.
Yeah, we might watch some of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't really hear you the first time, but yeah, I remember watching it a little bit growing up. So yeah, maybe go. It's a good idea. I might go buzz that.
Yeah.
We don't listen to Brian all the time
Exactly.
Don't look into Jake's post football career.
No, exactly.
Anything